What's happening, everyone? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. It's time for the Power Hour. We're covering a lot today. I got a free pick in college hoops, in pro hoops, in the NHL, and I got some Super Bowl player props coming your way. So, everyone, hit that like button, sit back, and let's get some winners out of two of our expert handicappers over at picksandparlays.net. We've got Earl Sports Bets in the house today. Speaking of the house, don't forget about nohouseadvantage.com. This is for all of you fantasy players out there, all right? Fantasy baseball is right around the corner. If you're into that kind of jazz, check out nohouseadvantage.com. They've developed a dynamic new platform for all of you fantasy freaks. And when you use our promo code P&P, they'll match your first deposit up to $50 to get you started. Check it out, guys. All right, with me today, up first, I've got Twin One. Timothy Earl from Earl Sports Bets is here. How's it going, Tim?
It's going good. It's going good. It's been a really good run in college basketball lately. NBA's been really solid this year. Overall, can't complain with how it's going right now.
Beautiful. I've seen you guys up over on the leaderboards at Picks and Parlay. I know yesterday you were number one. Over the last 7 days, you're number one, which puts you at number one on the hottest cappers list. 65-47. You're up $1,600 if anyone's tailing or purchasing, for that matter, your premium plays. So excellent work, Earl Sports Bets, crushing it. Okay, so give me a winner here. We got Quinny -2 at Niagara. Total on this one is a 132.5. How do you see this one going down?
Yeah, so we've kind of just we've been getting better with college basketball by just switching up our capping a little bit, and we're trying to find the weird lines. We're trying to find the ones that don't make sense, and we're betting the side that the plays that look too easy, we're grabbing the opposite side.
Right.
Now, when I looked at this one, Quinnipiac, I know a lot of people who bet the smaller schools love Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
17-7 this year, 12-10-1 against the spread, 7-3 on the road. They've been an absolute solid team, and people love betting them this year. They're going up against Niagara, who's 13-9, 12-9 against the spread, 9-12 towards the under, 7-2 at home. And when I look at this one, I feel like the too easy play is going after Quinnipiac. Because you got a team that's 17-7. They just have to win the game by 3 points. I don't know. It just seems like a little bit of a short line for me. So when it came to this one, and I will tell you, this one is on the site. We grabbed Niagara. We grabbed them. I grabbed them on the money line. You can grab them plus the 2 as well. The money line's around plus 115, plus 120. We're going to go take the home team in this one. Some Purple Eagles in this one.
From
I love
Purple
that.
Eagles. Well, I'm definitely one of those people that have been cashing with Quinny this year, but I've also cashed with Niagara. They're a solid school as well. And I like them as a home dog here. So I totally agree with your play. They've got 76% of the money on Quinny right now, and that 2 is just sticking at a 2 right now. So I would agree. Niagara looks like the move to make, and you get some plus money with it, or at least plus points. So that's our first play for the show. We're taking the Niagara Purple Eagles plus 2 points at home. Yeah. Okay, let's shift into the NBA. We're talking the Cavs -3 at the Pelicans. Total on this one is 223. Before we get into this, trade deadline has been like a whole thing, and betting on the NBA is not an easy task right now. How have you been navigating that issue?
Hey, you grab unders on some of the teams that are playing short benched.
There you go.
Luckily, with this game, these two teams did nothing. So, they legit. I saw nothing from the Cavs. I saw nothing from the Pelicans, which I think both teams, as it is, are fine. I don't think they needed to make any moves. They both look like solid teams. Once Zion comes back, that Pelicans team will be in the mix come the playoff time in the Western Conference. And one thing with the NBA is I love to see everybody on one side, and I love being on the opposite side. I have seen nothing but love for Cleveland today, and that makes me feel even better that I grabbed the Pelicans on the money line. I'm rocking my NOLA jersey for this one. This is a team I don't trust Cleveland on the road. They're 12-16 on the road this year. If you're going to back them at home. That's where they've been absolutely solid. You get a New Orleans team, 20-9 at home, solid team at home. They're getting a little bit healthier. The only player that they're still really missing is Zion, and they're starting to play a little bit better. They seem to got their groove to going. They've won 3 straight games. I'm going to go ahead and take the Pelicans on the money line for this one.
Yeah, really solid home team. And you're right. My numbers are showing 84% of the money is on Cleveland. The -2.5 did bump up to a 3. So we've had a little bit of line movement there. But yeah, I agree. This is a solid home team in the Pelicans. They're healthy, like you said, except for Zion. So let's roll with that plus money play. We'll take the Pelicans, take them plus the 3, take them on the line. Just take them, basically. Take them and you'll get a winner. Hopefully, fingers crossed. No guarantees, of course. Before everyone mortgages their house on the Pelicans, let's slow it on down. All right, Tim, Earl, guys at home, if you're looking for the premium plays out of Earl Sports Bets, remember they are #1 hottest cappers on the site, up $1,600 in the last 7 days. Head over to the site, picksandparlays.net. Use this promo code SUPER. It's going to save 25%, not just your typical 25% off of whatever you get from Earl Sports Bets. So go over there, picksandparlays.net. Go do it. All right. Thank you so much. Are you guys still #1 in the NBA?
Yes.
Beautiful. All the more reason that we take the Pelicans and go buy their premium plays. All right. Thanks so much, Tim. You guys might be a little confused about what's about to happen here, but don't worry. They're twins. It's actually a different person who's about to come on right now. And that's Nick Earl from Earl Sports Bets. What's going on, Nicholas?
What's going on?
So how are you guys doing in the NHL over at the site?
It's been okay. It's been about break even the last week or so. So overall, it's been a good season so far. I think we're up, I want to say 12-ish units in the NHL so far this season on the site. So it's still been a good year. About break even the last week or so.
Okay, well, one thing I do know about your hockey plays, though, is, and I know you're not allowed to sell them at picksandparlays.net, but your props, your team totals over and under have been on point. So, guys, check out Earl Sports Bets over on Twitter, on YouTube. They do their own show every morning. They can't sell props on the site, but they can give you free props if you watch their show. So, check out ESB on all the multifaceted places to do that. Okay, let's talk some NHL. We've got Arizona Coyotes at the Chicago Blackhawks. It's a pick'em, and the total's a 6. What do you got going on here?
Yeah, I was given to choose from today's slate. I had to pick the marquee matchup of this one here. Two amazing teams, and what we're going to call the Bedard Cup, because these are two teams fighting for the #1 overall pick. Bedard is the highest rated prospect since Connor McDavid. That McDavid guy's been pretty good. So high expectations for this #1 overall pick. And look at the spot for me. I like Arizona in this spot. I got them at $1.10. Now it is going to be their backup goaltender. It's going to be Ingram in net, not Vejmelka, which it is a little bit of a step down. But last time these two teams played, the Blackhawks actually shut them out. It was a 2-0 win for the Chicago Blackhawks in that game. And I'm looking for a little bit of a bounce back here. My numbers suggested the Coyotes should have been a little bit more towards the -130 range, -135. So I do look for Arizona. They've been playing decent as of late. I believe they've played one game since the All-Star break. They beat the Minnesota Wild. So this is a team that can win some games, and can be sneaky at times. So I do like Arizona. I also like the over in this game as well, over 6. Especially with Ingram and net, but I'm going with the Coyotes here in this spot.
That was kind of the thing I was looking at, was the over, because 89% of the cash is on the under, 71% of the tickets are on the under. There's a lot going on for the under on this one. And so I want to go the other way. I was kind of looking for that to go over, and especially, like you said, with the backup goalie in, seems to make sense. But Nick's best bet on this game is going to be taking the Coyotes on the money line. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now we'll get to the part that everybody cares about: free Super Bowl prop bets. Okay, now I was at Westgate. I mean, the amount of props that are going on, I mean, it's intimidating, Nicholas. It's intimidating. So I need an expert like you. Guide me somewhere. God, tell me what I need to be looking at, because I can't go through that whole thing by Sunday. What do you got, Nick?
Yeah, looking at the props here, I don't know how much I'm truly going to get into the props when it comes to Super Bowl, but I do have a couple I picked up. I'm looking more towards just backing aside and moving on, to be completely honest. I love the Chiefs in this matchup here. So, but looking at this game here, I got a couple. One of them, I lean the over in the game. So an interesting little prop here is for the first quarter, both teams to score. I know, Allie, you see these props a lot in soccer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get both teams to score in the first quarter at plus 110. I think that's an interesting look. The Eagles are a really good first quarter, first half team, and the Chiefs, we know their offense. I don't think that we're going to have this slow start like we've seen in Super Bowls past, because Mahomes and this Chiefs team has this thing called experience in the Super Bowl. I don't think the moment would be too big for them. The Eagles, maybe. This is Jalen Hurts' first time in the big game. The last time we saw Jalen Hurts in a big game, he was benched for Tua. So, yeah. And then the other two, I just look for touchdown props. One of them's kind of square. The other one I think is a nice little play. Travis Kelce. I feel like everyone's giving that one out, but it's just probably a mismatch in the middle of the field. We know that Kelce playoffs always seems to find its way into the end zone. So you're laying a little bit of a price there. If you don't like it, the minus 130, you can get 2+ for like $4 or something like that. I think that's an interesting look. And then a little bit of a sneaky one here at plus 290 is Juju Smith-Schuster. With McCole Hartman being out, I mean, there's going to be a couple receivers to look for. Maybe if you're looking for a little bit of a longer shot, Noah Gray or Sky Moore. I think you can get Sky Moore for like plus 500 or something like that.
I like Edwards-Helaire at plus 900. A friend of mine last night was telling me about him. He's like a long shot because he didn't play a whole lot.
He did. He hasn't played a whole lot. So, I mean, that's not a bad look either. I know a couple other people who like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I saw someone give out a play for him to score 2 touchdowns as well, Helaire. So
I don't know about
that's not a bad look. I can get
one for plus 900. Actually, that number jumped down to a plus 850. So, the line is moving in that way, at least.
Yeah, something along those lines. But yeah, but I like Juju here. I think he's the receiver that might go underlooked potentially with Kelce and all them. So that was kind of the receiver that popped out to me. You're getting a decent price for him. Plus 290 for Juju. Travis Kelce minus 130. Both teams to score. I do lean over in this game as well.
Yeah, and especially, if you lean over, they're going to have to score touchdowns to get there. So you don't have to just pick one guy to score a touchdown. You take both of them. They could both score. You double cash. Hooray. That's just it. Excuse me. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas Earl. And guys, don't forget, Earl Sports Bets, #1 over at the site. Use the promo code SUPER. It's going to save you 25% off whatever you get from Earl Sports Bets, numero unos. Thank you guys both so much for joining me today on the Power Hour. Don't forget, everyone, like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. We're on every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Good luck this weekend, everyone. Have a safe Super Bowl.